Just getting set up here. All right. All right. Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a spectacular Tuesday. We're going to get started here with our You and Me class, which is for ages 18 months to 3 years old. We're going to begin with our warm-up song on this Tuesday of Upside Down Gymnastics Day. We are going to get started with our arms up song. So if you want to make sure you have some space around you so that way you can move, we're going to start by sitting down on the floor. So find a good spot with some room around you that you can sit down and get started on, and we're going to have a blast, okay? So let's get our song all ready to go. Put those arms up super high and dance. All on the shoulder. You slap your knees. Now. Oh, can you lift your leg up? Good job. What about your other leg now? Oh, that leg down. That's weird. Sorry about that. What happened to the song? Well, you put your leg down. So what we're going to do is, sorry about that, we're going to go right into our stretches, okay, since we're a little bit warmed up. We're going to sit down. Let's go into our straddle stretch. And we're going to point our toes, put our arms up high, and we're going to clap our hands 3 times. Ready? You're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to reach for one foot. All right. And bring those arms back up super high. We're going to clap our hands 2 times and count. We're going to go 1 and 2. Reach for the other side. Excellent. Arms up high. 1 big clap. Go 1. And we're going to reach for the middle. Good. And we're going to bring our legs into the middle so that we're sitting in a pike position. So you can see it better. We're in our pike. And we're going to put our arms up. And we're going to reach down for our feet. All right. And we're going to come back up. This time we're going to try to touch our toes 3 times. Ready? Can you count with me? We're going to go 1, all the way back up. 2, all the way back up. 3, all the way back up. Good job. Now we're going to lift one of our legs and we're going to make our foot go around in a circle. Drawing a picture. I'm drawing a picture of a flower. And then we're going to grab our knee. We're going to give it a nice big squeeze and a kiss. And we're going to lift this leg up. We're going to roll our foot around in a circle. Drawing another picture. You can draw whatever you want. Have fun doing it though. Make it fun. Make it interesting. Round and around. And then we're going to give that knee a squeeze. Oh, and a kiss. Good job. Then we're going to take our feet. We're going to put them together so that we're in a butterfly. Okay. And then I'm going to make my legs go up and down. Up and down. So I'm flapping my wings like a butterfly. Can you do that? Flap, 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 flap. All right, and then we're going to crisscross our legs. We're gonna put our arms out nice and wide, and we're gonna bring them together in one big clap. We're gonna roll our wrists. And then we're gonna shake our hands. We're gonna shake them up high. Can you shake them down low? Can you shake them behind you? Where is behind you? All right. What about in front? Can you shake your hands in front? This. And we're waving now. Hello. All right. So we've shaken our hands. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a table. Okay. So you're going to sit on your bum. Your feet are in front of you. They're flat on the ground. You take your hands. You're going to put them just a little bit behind you, like this. Then I'm going to lift my belly up. Lift my bum off the ground, my belly up to the ceiling. And then I'm going to come back down. Let's try that one more time. Ready? Feet flat, hands flat. We're going to lift our bum off the ground. Keep those arms nice and straight. Belly up. See how my belly's pretty flat? That's what we're going for. And I'm going to wave to you. Hello. Thanks for coming and playing today. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to do a rock and roll. All right? So you're going to take both of your hands. We have two hands. 1, 2. We're going to go 1, 2. All right? We're going to grab our shins. So we have our foot, our ankle, our shin. All right? So we're going to grab our shins here. One hand, the other hand. Then we're going to try to rock backwards and roll forwards, okay? To help you do this, you want to try to have a rounded back. You see how my back is round? And it curves down. If you're flat like this, watch what happens. Flat back. I'm stuck, all right? But if you keep your back nice and rounded, round back, you can rock back and roll forward. Let's try that 2 times. Ready? We're going to rock back, roll forward. Rock back, roll forward. Good job. All right, for our activity today, a little bit of a preview for next week. We're going to do some yoga positions that require us to be upside down because today is upside down gymnastics day. All right, so we always do an activity in class. This one, as I just said, is yoga. We're going to start with our first position, and that is elephant breath, okay? I can show you what it looks like. That's what we're going for. So channel your inner elephant. Feel free to make elephant noises with me. And we're going to do elephant breath. All right. So you want to stand with your feet wide apart. I'm going to adjust this so you can see me just a little bit better. You're going to stand with your feet wide apart. Then you're going to take your hands and you're going to put them together, okay? So this makes our trunk. The trunk of the elephant is its nose, okay? So we're going to take our hands and they're our trunk. Feet apart, hands together. We're going to breathe in through our nose as our arms go up. And then we're going to breathe out as we come down. All right? We're going to go in through our nose. And then we're going to breathe out through our mouth as we go down. Let's do this one more time. Keep those hands together, feet apart. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. And then we're going to take our elephant trunk and we're going to sway it. And we're going to pretend that we're going to give ourselves a shower with water. Because that's what elephants do. They go over to the water, they go in, then they go, and they give themselves a nice shower. So let's do an elephant shower. Breathe in. Point your trunk back at yourself. Elephant shower. I'm drenched. I'm all wet from the elephant bath. All right. Now we're going to try airplane. Airplane requires some balance. So first, we're going to stand up on our feet. Feet together, arms by our sides. Then we're gonna bring our hands up in front and we're gonna put one foot back like this, all right? Hands together, one foot back. And we're gonna start to lean forward. All right? Woo. Now, I have to move so I have more space. We're gonna lean forward. Once you get your balance, you try to put your arms out so you're flying like an airplane. And go back to land. All right. That is the airplane. We'll try it one more time. Feet together, arms by your side. Take one foot, put it a little bit behind you, hands together in front. Then we're going to start to lean forward. As we do, we lift our back leg. And then when you've taken off and you're in the air, put those wings out. Going in for landing. Bring those hands back in. Leg comes down as your chest comes up. Feet together, hands by your side. Congratulations, you've landed. That is our airplane. Now, we're gonna pretend to be everybody's best friend, which is a dog, in case you didn't know. So we're gonna do our downward dog position. For this one, you're gonna wanna keep your hands and feet flat at the very end. But let's start by sitting back on our feet. My bum is on my feet. My arms are straight out. From here, this should be a nice stretch in your arms. From here, we're gonna bring our bum up. Our hands stay flat. Now, we're gonna take our feet, and we're gonna put our toes on the ground, okay? Good. Then from here, we're gonna try to bring our feet flat while keeping our hands flat. And this is the downward dog. Hands flat, feet flat. All right, and let's come back down. We'll try that one more time too. So for the downward dog, channel your inner dog. And you're gonna sit back on your feet and reach forward with your arms. I'm, I guess, a very little dog. Now, we're gonna bring our bum off of our feet, keep our arms nice and straight, hands flat on the ground. Then we're gonna take our feet, see my feet? We're gonna put our toes down on the ground. Then I'm going to push my bum up in the air, keep my legs straight, arms straight, feet flat, hands as flat as you can. You're in downward dog. Then if you want to wag the tail, lift one leg up and go side to side, up and down, wag the tail. Good job. That's our downward dog. Then we're gonna do gorilla. For this one, you're gonna wanna stand up. Actually, we're not gonna stand up yet, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. We're gonna start by squatting. So for a squat, you've got your feet on the ground, you've got your knees out. Like this, you're in a nice squat. You can have your hands by your feet on the ground. Next, we're going to bring our legs up. Feet can be flat. Get your arms resting on your legs, okay? Then we're going to let our arms hang down. We're going to straighten out our legs. We're going to swing our arms to the right, and then we're going to swing our arms to the left. Swinging our arms like we're a gorilla. Awesome. And our last shape, or our last yoga position rather, is turtle. For this one, we're going to sit on our bum with our feet flat, our knees are off the ground, okay? And we're gonna take our hands We're going to just rest them on top of our knees. Then we're going to slide inside of our turtle shell. So to do this, we're going to lift our arms to here, and then we're going to slide our feet together like this. Then we're going to take our hands and we're going to put them in between our legs so that they're kind of underneath our knees. I'm going to move back. And then we're going to tuck in our head into our shell. And now we are a turtle deep inside of our turtle shell. All right. So each week we do an activity that works on our listening ability, gets us more flexible, works on our gross and fine motor skills. Today we're doing some yoga. So I hope you had fun doing some upside down positions for yoga with me today. If you have a drink and you want to get a quick drink of water, you can go ahead and do that. And then we're going to do some upside down gymnastics. Okay. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit so you can see more of what I'm going to do. All right. So what we're going to start doing first is we're going to reach down and we're just going to touch our toes while we're standing. You put your feet together and reach down for your toes. Just getting used to having our head upside down. Good job. Come back up. Then we're going to reach down. We're going to touch our toes one more time. Ready? Let's bring our hands down to our toes. Getting our head upside down. Reach for those toes. Try to keep your legs straight. Then we come back up. Good. Deep breath. Getting used to being upside down is a really important skill. And it's a good one to start working on with our littles so that when it comes time for a cartwheel or a handstand, being upside down isn't too much of a barrier for them, hopefully. All right? So touching our toes is a simple way we can get used to being upside down. The next one is called the inchworm. This one's a little tricky, but I think we can do it. All right? So we're going to start by putting our hands on the floor and our feet on the floor. All right? Actually, let's do a crawl. Let's start by crawling. Work that midline. All right? So we're going to just crawl on the floor, but I want us to keep our head down like this so that we're, once again, getting used to being upside down. Ready? So let's go right hand, left leg, left hand, right leg. We're going to crawl. And I'm going to turn so you can keep seeing me, but we're going to just crawl back and forth a couple of times. Keep crawling. Oh, a little mixed up. Crawl. One more time. Good. All right. Similar to the crawl, which you can do on a beam. If you want to challenge yourself even more, you can work on your crawl on a beam. We're going to do an inchworm. The inchworm helps us get ready for one day being able to do a handstand, okay? So for the inchworm, you want to go up on your feet a little bit. Hands are flat, feet are together, hands are together. And then I'm going to walk my hands out. And I'm going to bring my feet to my hands as much as I can. Then I'm going to walk my hands out. I'm going to bring my feet to my hands. I'll go back the other way. Once again, this is just getting us familiar with being upside down so that we can do those handstands and other fun things in gymnastics that require us to be inverted. So I'm going to walk my hands out, and I'm bringing my feet in. Bring them in as much as you can, and then walk your feet out. Or your hands out, rather. The closer you can bring your feet to your hands, the more upside down your upper body is going to be. Ready? Watch. I'll show you one more time, and then you can try it. Doing that inchworm, walk my hands out. Try to bring my feet in as much as I can. pretty upside down here, and then I'm gonna walk my feet out, or hands out. All right? Now you can try that. Try walking your hands out, and bring those feet to your hands as much as you can. Try to keep those legs straight. There's a little bit of a bend, that's okay. It's all about just getting upside down. Okay, now we're gonna practice a forward roll. For our forward roll, we're gonna put our feet together. We're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna put our hands about a foot in front of us, okay? Now, the big thing for our forward roll, especially with you littles, is making sure we really tuck our head, all right? Now, everybody's got a belly button, right? So my belly button is right about here. So when I'm tucking my head, I want to look for my belly button. I'll show you really closely. So I've bent my knees, my hands are in front. I'm gonna tuck to look for my belly button. Do you see how much I tucked my head? That's how much I want you to try to tuck your head, okay? Tucking our head is really important so that when we roll, it's the back of our head or our neck that touches the ground and not the top of our head, okay? For our forward roll, we've got our feet together. Our hands are in front of us by about a foot or so. You don't want to be too far out, just about a foot. Then we're going to tuck our head, all right? Tuck, look for that belly button, and roll. All right? Why don't you try that again? We're going to do our forward roll. Got our feet together, our knees are together, hands out in front. We're going to tuck, try to look for that belly button, and we're going to roll. All right? Now, each of these skills that we're doing, you can practice many, many more times on your own at home. I'm showing you just a group of skills that require us to be upside down that you can do. If you're going to do your forward roll, though, you've got to make sure you do what? You got it? Tuck your head, all right? Make sure you tuck your head, looking for your belly button, so that it's the back of your head, your neck, that touches the ground when you're doing your forward roll. The last thing I'm going to show you today that requires us to put our body upside down would be cartwheel. I'm not going to do a full cartwheel, but I'm going to show you a cartwheel that we would look for an 18-month to 3-year-old to be able to do. All right? So you can even start by putting your feet together. Normally a cartwheel would start 1 foot in front of the other, all right? But for this one, for our littlest ones, we're going to have our feet together. What can be really helpful for you is if you have a mat. I'm using my piano mat, but if you have a mat that they can put their hands on, so that way they don't have to reach all the way down to the ground, that would be ideal. I'm looking around. I don't have a spare mat at my house, so I'm going to put my hands on the ground. But this is all we're going to do. All right, we're going to have our feet together. We're going to put our hands down. We're going to jump over to the other side, okay? And you can try doing this on each, with your hands on each side. So this time I'll put my hands here, I'm going to jump, and I land, all right? I'll show you one more time. Your hands, you don't want your hands to be in front of you. You want them to be to the side so that your legs can jump around, okay? Take my hands, they go like this, down on the floor, and I jump my feet over to the other side. Then I can jump my way back. I can take my hands, I can put them down on the floor, and then I can jump my feet over to the other side. All right? So these are different gymnastics skills that you can work on at home that require you to go upside down. You can do, just to review, you can touch your toes. You can do the inchworm. You can work a forward roll. You can even do a cartwheel. And you know what?
One thing from our warm-up that you can do as well would be a rock and roll. You don't go all the way upside down, but when you do a proper rock and roll, you rock back, you're starting to get your body above you so that you are getting to be upside down. Okay? So you can even do a rock and roll. I hope you had fun with me. I know I had fun showing you these different skills. Coach Caitlin will be back this coming Thursday, 10 a.m. for another You and Me class for our 18 months to 3-year-olds. And until then, have a great week. Bye. High five. Fist bump. Firework clap. Have a great day.